Okay, there we go. Got this all working. I said I never play this game, but surprising, I loaded in quickly. Okay. Okay, one more second. There we go. Finally got everything all set. Let's see. That's weird. I hated Overwatch for this. Oh, wait. Hello, Willow. I hope you're doing good. I'm gonna play some Overwatch 2. See how dog shit I am. Nope. Overwatch 2. Yeah, you didn't know they released the second one?
We're here to be heard.
Well, yeah, I do agree one is better. The servers for one got turned off,
Oh yeah! Move it!
so don't really got a choice if you want to play 1 or 2 anymore. I have to play 2 really. And they nerfed that. Makes me really sad.
Prepare your defenses.
Right. Why can't I play?
Cheers, love! It's time to save the world!
I could do this on my own. Probably faster too.
Another day.
I do not like that.
Man, I'm so excited.
The end draws.
Oh yeah, sure. I think so. Last game we were playing. 1 second. Was a more storytelling game. And it was kind of hard to hear, so I turned it up.
Stop the payload.
Ooh, we're outnumbered!
So yeah, that's why it was a bit lower, because it was more quiet. Why aren't I just absolutely draining people? Let me see that Kai. Oh, yep. Hey. Hey, Kai.
Keep me away!
Welcome. All we're missing is Hazel, and then we'll have a full gang of transfabs. Full Fortnite squad. I don't like her. And a dog shit.
Right back up again.
I want to be cowboy. I want to be bisexual cowboy.
Double kill.
You're welcome.
One more time.
I didn't mean to create a terminology for calling what you call a group of trans femmes. I mean, I get it. Like, it's funny. That explosion shouldn't have killed me.
Nerf this. Outplayed. And she
I'm gonna be playing the.
Can't escape death.
Damn, I guess we're a Fortnite squad of trans femmes -1.
You don't think so?
They're crashing the fire.
Incoming.
I feel this in my bones.
I want to play. Let's go back. Want to be Bastion, and I want to sit on the convoy. There's really no other way to play Bastion. You have to be the most toxic person ever created. You have to make it so no one else enjoys existence.
Back with a vengeance.
Bastion is meta. Also, my sprinting. They add a sprint mechanic. I will not tolerate a sprint mechanic.
I'm not done.
What? You just closed the door on me? Rude! That just disoriented me. I was so disoriented there. Rude.
Death walks again.
I hate the fact they have to unlock characters.
pick up your faces, Drombo.
Like Activision Blizzard make a good game, challenge, impossible.
Oh, I got front row tickets.
Oh, Double kill. Let's go. Sexy. Triple? Oh baby, a triple?
Match this BPM.
They actually removed Bastion from the game. Kill streak? Kill streak question mark?
Let's take him to the wasteland.
Blizzard try not to make a cash tank level impossible? For real? For real? Blizzard Activision trying to make a game that isn't Call of Duty?
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Go for the healer. Commit war crimes. Go for the healer. Commit war crimes. Let's go. War crime committed. But no, this game is mechanically just the same as Overwatch. Like, I don't see why they needed to make a new game. It's just Overwatch.
Let's take him to the wasteland.
You're right, you're right. Right, because we can't have shit in America. What? So let's go find a group of people and just go get a shit ton of kills. I didn't get to get kills with my ultimate. This is literally the worst day of my life. Okay, I did get play of the game, so it's all good. Okay. I don't care that I unlocked Genji, I want McCree. Also, fun fact, it would take you 5 years to unlock all the characters if you were playing for free. And also, second fun fact, I spent $30 on a game I can no longer play. Because Overwatch 1 no longer works. Also, my controller is usually not this drifty.
Going somewhere?
We're here to be heard.
I can be my favorite bisexual DJ.
Are you lot ready for some bloodshed?
Stay
Call the doctor.
I miss my
I should
sprays.
have burned Gibraltar to the ground.
You know what,
Maybe
Willow?
still
I
can.
can't afford a PC. I just bought a car. Some of us are broke college students.
Heads up.
So maybe if you check your class,
One.
Let's get loud.
Attack on this. Distort the payload.
maybe check your privilege.
Time for a remix. Louder this time.
Why do we have 2 offensive units and then 1 defensive?
Breaking them down.
Gotta go quick.
Wow. Well, if I'm gonna play on console, I'm using a controller, okay?
You know, it's not always gonna be a top hit. Amp up this beat.
Going somewhere?
Also, we have no tanks.
Feel to this beat.
Why'd you just get out of your mech?
Back on.
Your perfectly good mech. Why'd you just get out of your perfectly good mech? You were the only thing that we had close to a tank.
This music stops for no one.
Know what? No healers.
Ash here.
You know what? You guys don't deserve healers.
Death.
I'm not giving you the pleasure of having a healer.
Stay put.
Move the payload. I will get my revenge.
We're obviously gonna die.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
Soldier 76 FPS.
Making a full recovery. Heightening your capabilities. Go to the payload.
Finally, we have a tank. Why did you just rush in the battle? You're like, I am playing with fools. Buffoons.
Rains from above. I better be more careful. You call it?
How do I revive? What? How do I revive?
Heroes never die.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's get that DPS up. They dead. They are dead, correct. Hey guys, let's make a push. We're making progress here.
Still watching over you.
They are dead, yeah. Damn, I'm dead.
Ich sollte schnell zurück.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
You don't look good at all.
My teammates have the brain capacity of toddlers.
Well, that better be more careful.
The payload stopped.
I'll make sure that doesn't stop.
There we go.
Come here, Toki. Game on.
Supplying damage increase.
Tactical visor activated.
I'm healed.
I figured out how to revive.
I better be more careful. Here to help.
Moving the payload. Convince me.
Initializing system.
Yeah. You'll get the healing eventually.
30 seconds remaining.
Maybe if our teammates stop dying, that would be helpful.
Healthy body, healthy mind.
10 seconds
We're
remaining.
outnumbered.
We're not winning.
Overtime.
Wait, what?
Of the game.
I don't know. They did work. Yay, I've unlocked Diva. You guys know when when you didn't have to unlock characters and you just kind of started with them all.
Paradis.
You know, we've progressed backwards. You now start with less characters. Less usable characters. No! Hey, you did it in a game from 2016.
Oi, pick up your.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower. Prepare for battle.
Seen one in an arcade.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
How can you be good at shooting in real life, but so bad in games?
It's not the same thing, I guess.
It's lonely at the top.
I could beat you at the cooking games, though.
Five, four, three, two, one. Round one. Capture the objective.
Oh, well, Overwatch 1 was like that, so. Maybe they could take note. Because I find the gimmick of having to unlock things in games
My
just to
skills
be
are splendid.
annoying and just to get you to grind. And spend money. Like, yeah, that's the point, but like... I'm not going to spend money on a game
Here, Gracie.
like this.
I must return to my post. Checking in. There's much for you to do.
Come on, let's... Yeah, no, you shouldn't have to play 10 hours for a character that isn't dog shit trash. Maybe. I'm just like spitballing here though. Like, not like these were things put into games made 10 years ago.
Ich sollte schnell zurück.
We're outnumbered!
Can't escape death.
Yes, Bonnie's live. I know, it's the sometime probably not going to be common Wednesday live streams. Now we have a Fortnite squad of trans back. Wait, I can die while I'm in the shadows? I thought you were immune to damage.
Redeploying.
I never knew that.
Best round lost. Score 0.
Oh, I guess. I guess that makes sense, yeah.
Now entering King's Row. Prepare to attack.
Oh wait, Diva's a tank? Kinda always assumed she was,
Every soldier needs a cause.
You too, Aluna. Have a good
State
night.
of the world. Something has to change.
Everything's going according to plan.
Don't die
It's
on
only
me, Naya.
7:30.
You're one of my finest experiments.
Flattery will get you the grave. Hey.
On 5, 4, 2,
1. Attack commence.
let's go.
Capture objective A.
Look at going. Who needs to hit shots when you can shoot? Like this. Hitting shots is overrated.
No kidding. I don't quit till the fight's done. Come get me.
Maybe shooting my shots is important. Nah, I was killed by McCree. McCree's
Some
cheap.
dirt on it. Let's go.
Maybe you should. Okay, see ya. I'll be here unless I'm not.
They can't get away with this.
I am taking the objective.
Never really played Echo in the first Overwatch. He was not a favorite of mine. He kind of confused me, to be honest. As a character, a player.
Going up.
Nah, that's fine, don't worry. I don't expect people to watch. If you need to leave to go do something, go do it. Junkrat is cheap garbage.
I wrote some dirt on it. Let's go.
If you use Junkrat, don't. Get some help.
Enjoy that kill cam. Initializing system. People, back in action.
Protecting you.
Death for no one.
Damn. He gone ape shit. Going postal.
Everyone heal up.
How do I use my lock-on mode?
I've seen tougher spots.
How does my ultimate work?
Escorting the payload. Sniper, don't get caught.
Gaining altitude.
You know what? Winston just be monkeying around.
Still got some
Just be a
fight in
little
me.
silly goofy. Gee, just be a monkey. Be a monkey now. You know? Sometimes you just monkey.
If I'm still standing, I'm still fighting.
Get it moving. Sniper, don't get caught.
Can't get away with this.
What do you call a group of trans femmes in IKEA get together? Why do you keep stealing my jokes? Okay?
They can't get away
This
with
isn't funny. I'm trying to come up with jokes that keep the chat alive, and you just keep stealing them. You can't keep stealing things from me. This isn't okay. You really are being a rat. You're being a little rascal. And I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of this rascal art. I also think a better term would be an IKEA raiding party. But I am not a genius.
Still got some fight in me.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
It does. No, 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 not IKEA raising party, raiding party like a Viking. Sorry, I had to do something. My phone was being a bit wonky. But no, not a raising. I mean, could be. We could turn the town red. But come on, can we get that final push? Here we go, we got the final push.
Play of the game.
Wait one second, I wanna check something. Yay. Oh, I got McCree. Swag. Oh, Cassidy. What's account merge? Okay. So that does something. That does something, yeah. Why can't I account merge? What does account merge button do? I'm so confused. Whatever, I can play Cassidy now. All is good now.
Now traveling to Busan.
Wait, I can't do this to me. I unlocked the sexy bisexual cowboy. I get to play sexy bisexual cowboy. You cannot take
Maybe.
Cassidy from me.
Trouble is, I got some itchy feet.
I've got some powder for that.
You cannot take him from me. He's mine.
One more mission, huh? I'm in.
5, 4,
I unlocked him. I get to play him. Mom said it's my turn.
capture the objective.
LinkedIn. Come on, come on, come on.
The objective.
No fun. Yeah, no fun. Kinda homophobic. Just saying. Tad bit homophobic.
Get my revenge.
If you ask me.
Diva Online.
I rubbed some dirt on it. Let's go.
Target
Let's go.
eliminated.
Let's go, no skill.
The objective's in my hands.
Absolutely dominated.
Uncut ninjas have good reaction time.
You know what? Tracer should just be straight up over here. No, I don't like.
Death in my wake.
It worked.
Someone needs to fill this out.
My complaining worked. I get to be sexy cowboy. I get to play the point and click adventure. I'm not too good at the point and click adventure. I'm a bit rusty.
They still haven't seen my ace.
They outnumber us. Watch out.
I know, it's a real surprise that they listen to me.
Dust off
Let
the
me
roofs.
play the cowboy. Is there any other point? Or no, okay. This is...
They got us outnumbered. Keep that in mind.
I stunned him there. Kind of cringe. Not gonna lie, yeah.
Score
It's a tad bit cringe.
0-1.
Throw that.
We need a healer.
Hold your thumbs, and we'll get through this all right.
behind you. Repositioning.
I-
Positioning underway.
5, 4,
Does it look like I have an answer?
1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
You call it?
Oh.
Topping you up. Up and away. Speeding up.
The objective is now.
Why are you talking to yourself in a
My skills
In
have
a-
been needed.
in a public live stream Twitch channel? Just a bit curious.
Behind you. My numbers are low.
Just a bit of silly, goofy curiosity, you know?
Zeit für einen neuen Plan. Here to help.
Get in the bow.
Behind you.
Why are you running? Yeah, you need healing? Who needs healing? No one needs healing.
The wonders of modern medicine.
What are you doing over here? Why are you over here?
I'm back. Ich sollte schnell zurück.
Well, the two people that are here are probably lurking.
Making another approach. I knew I could count on you.
Cookie Clicker is amazing. I will not accept this Cookie Clicker cylinder.
Feeling better yet?
On one save file? Yes, Cookie Clicker is great. But you have 120 hours consecutively. Okay. How many grandmas? All that matters is that I have your grandma, so suck it.
Welcome to Hollywood.
He has a point. No, she has a point. It is at least 15. I don't know, 20's pushing it.
Someone needs to fill this saddle.
I think 16's a safe number.
I was napping. Did anyone read the mission brief?
Oh my god, yay, that's so many. What is that, like 17, 18 clicks? I couldn't, obviously, I couldn't think of doing that. I think I'd give up at 4.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Anna, checking in.
No, I have not seen a cookie clicker speedrun, and I'm terrified to watch them.
Death ain't on my doorstep yet.
It is, you use an auto clicker.
Shield activated.
Stay sharp.
Huh. Okay then.
Death ain't
I don't
on
know,
my
once I get a
doorstep yet.
computer, someday, maybe soon, probably not, I plan to try to do things like that.
Help me.
Get you. What? How are you back here?
Objective lost.
You exploded your thing.
Death ain't on my doorstep yet.
Like, you can't flank me. That's rude. I flank you. Okay, that's how it works here. They got outflanked. Oh, fuck, I don't know how to use high noon. I should really figure out how to use high noon.
Eyes sharp this time.
I didn't say that. I said nothing. I am innocent. I am innocent until proven guilty, and there is no evidence. I plead a fifth. You can't run the tapes back. If I delete the VOD, you can't run the tapes back. Yes. What justice? I plead the fifth. Double jeopardy. You can't convict me twice for things that I haven't done.
Doorstep yet.
Also, I am the justice. I'm the 3 J's. Joker, Joker, Joker. It's not about the money. It's about sending a message.
I watch over you.
Maybe a different angle.
You know what?
Healing fortified.
Diva can go screw off. Diva is busted. You know what? No one asked for your opinion. Your mom doesn't love you.
Try a little harder.
I'm taking your Blaha. I revoked your Blaha privileges. Yeah, cry me a river.
Eyes sharp this time.
Oh no, I started a war. You know what? You try to go on me, okay? My cock is level Town Hall 14. There's no way you're beating me.
Where was
Actually, I use Builder Jam to max out my walls. So,
60 seconds remaining.
I actually have max out walls, and I'm upgrading the Town Hall 14, and I'm free to play. So get on my level. And I have 5 builders. How do I use this? I literally have no clue how to use High Noon. Loser. Sounds like a skill issue.
the heat on 'em and this win is out.
I have account recovery on if I ever lose mine. Among Us. I know. Next you're going to like next you're only forget your birthday and now you're not gonna be able to log into your banking account. Let's go. #1 Victory Royale.
Play of the game.
Hey, Aki, do you like mind sending me your bank username too? Just because I want to see what your username is too. Yeah, thanks. Also, you know those wacky numbers on your credit card? Or sometimes on the back or sometimes on the front. Yeah, if you could send those over to me too, that'd be really cool. Love how you just sent me a message. I'm gonna open it real quick just to see what it is. How dare you? That's rude. I'm not happy with you. That's not very kind of you to do to me. Are you sorry? I don't think you're sorry. I provide you free Overwatch 2 gameplay, and this is how you repay me? By sending me a picture of a gnome? Think. Because some of you would top a twink before stop and thinking.
Prepare your defenses.
I am. I was gnomed. It is words of
Someone needs to
wisdom.
fill this out. One more mission, huh?
Up and away.
I'm in.
Let's go! I've got a few new inventions to try.
I thought my time in the field was done. But I guess you can't predict everything. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming.
Enemy over there.
Stop the enemy.
Let's go. Kill, kill, kill.
Soldier 76 reporting for duty.
Look, if you draw male genitalia,
Death ain't on my
I'm gonna be very mad. I think I'd be more mad that I got gnomed. Stop pushing my advances. Kinda homophobic.
lucky shot.
Widowmaker here.
Yeah, no, not a fan.
Threat neutralized.
Breaking them down.
Wait, does doing a roll cancel your reload animation?
Where was I?
They won't quit.
does.
On the move.
Does it auto reload? I didn't know that. That's actually insanely useful. Let's test if it auto reloads.
Come on, Cole. Try a little harder.
No, oh, it does auto reload. Okay, so. It's quite useful. I never knew that. Since it does auto reload, it does let you cancel the animation.
They still haven't seen my ace.
Tactical termination.
How do I use that? I'm so confused.
Bit early to dust off the boots.
What the fuck does full trigger mean? Do I press my left trigger? Is that what I do?
No time to waste. Bit early to dust off the boots.
Redeploy.
Who needs a medic? That's close.
Hey, catch. They want to fight, huh? Let's give it to them.
You're going home in a box.
Taking off.
I did not expect to get that double kill. Rest in peace, McCree. Got killed by a grenade.
Aim where they're going.
Oh no, let's go my shot in the head.
Try a little harder.
Okay then.
The old round of
Now.
Medkit. I need a medkit.
much better.
still not great with him.
Come on, Cole. Try a little harder.
Enemy sniper.
No time to waste.
Okay. Now we're gonna figure out how Deadeye works. That's cringe.
Play of the game.
I've got you in my sights. Plenty for everyone.
Wait. They use the same achievement tracker. Overwatch 1. So that means in a game released in 2022, you could have 100%ed this game before it even came out. That's quite cringe. I know. So cool.
Someone needs to fill this saddle.
I love it. I love it when they do that.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
The only difference between Overwatch 1 and 2 is that 2 has a battle pass system while 1 has loot boxes. I know, who doesn't?
Fill this saddle. One more mission, huh?
Literally, corporatizing media is my favorite thing.
You count on me, I count on you.
Let's get this show on the road. Deal to this beat.
Reinhardt is the name. Glory is the game.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commence. Start the payload.
Enemy turret destroyed.
I have control of the thing. Make me move. He's existing unless
I wish I had more roles. You know, it'd be pretty cool if we had like 3 or so roles. 3, maybe 5 roles would be nice. You know, this is why I want to make my own game. So that you actually, you know, you don't get a game that's literally the same thing as the previous title, but the only difference is that there's one new character. This is the only difference between Overwatch 1 and 2, and some character rebalancing.
I'm on the payload. Anyone care to join me?
Besides for that, Overwatch 1 and 2 are the same games. Side grade characters? What do you mean by side grade? Did they add 2 characters? I don't... Oh yeah, they did add 2 characters. Yeah, nope, you're right. There's 2 new characters. When Overwatch started with how many and added how many? I mean, they added at least... They added Bridget, Echo... And there's the Ninja Girl. Okay, so there's 3. There's 3 new characters. Three new characters at launch. Now that completely justifies a brand new game. Okay, so I think some of that time may have been the COVID, so games that are coming out around now that took a bit to develop were probably hit pretty hard with the COVID and stuff, so like, I think the delays were probably not intentional. So that I am absolutely fine with, and I'm never against things taking more time, if that makes sense.
What's the holdup?
How do I use my ability? What I am against is making so few changes to the game that if it wasn't for the servers getting shut off, really no one would be playing Overwatch 1, Overwatch 2. No, it's definitely more the same game. Like, if you were to pluck someone from playing 2016 Overwatch and just told them, oh, this is 2022 Overwatch, they'd be like, oh, okay. There's literally no difference except they remove loot boxes. That's probably a bigger mechanical design change than anything else. I guess you can't really change up a hero shooter to make a sequel, like you just kind of keep adding heroes. 'Cause, like, what new mechanics would you add?
Really underestimating me?
Or just a completely new roster, but like, I don't know. Oh, no, definitely. No, they could have done a complete... Instead of making Overwatch 2, they could have just done a complete texture overhaul.
What's the holdup?
Because the textures... I'm not playing on next gen console, I'm playing on Xbox One. But from what I see...
Actuating the barrier.
The game doesn't look that much better than what it looks like
What is that melody?
4. Like, I think the models changed.
Watching your back.
That's how you use High Noon, I figured it out. Yeah, I think slightly better textures, but you could have done that just in an update. Like, games add new content through updates, so they add new textures. You didn't need to release a whole new game. Look, Call of Duty is just texture swaps. Literally every Call of Duty is the same game.
The payload is under my protection. Join me.
Oh no, I'm scared. I honestly do not play Call of Duty games. They're not my thing. I prefer Halo. Understandable. You know what? I disagree with that statement that it was good until they added sprinting. Because
Prepare to attack.
I don't know. But I personally believe that the game didn't mechanically change. Sprinting
We're doing this, Mom.
Sprinting didn't change combat enough. It added evasion. And the ability to flank better. Which, while huge in some sense, I don't think flanking changed. Sprinting in 4 changed that much. Now the mobility in 5 in Infinite is definitely a lot different. So I can see why some people say 5 in Infinite changed the game mechanically. But generally, sprinting, while yes, kind of could ruin some older maps because they were designed around you being only able to like move fast. Like not fast, but like, yeah, that's my little rant. And another thing, 4 kind of had to add a gimmick, I guess, if that makes sense. Like,
I'm ready.
yes, sprinting did change how you should play. That is correct. I do agree. Is that if you put a Halo 4 avatar, I guess, into Halo 3, then yes, the game is designed differently. But I think 4 needed to add a gimmick to keep the game fresh, if that makes sense. Because 1 is the first game, obviously. 2 added dual wielding. 3 really didn't add a gimmick, to the best of my knowledge. Like, it balanced dual wielding and put it more in depth. But it really didn't do much to add anything. Then Reach added armor abilities, so that was something. And then, so 4 kind of went more in depth with armor abilities and added sprinting to kind of make the game more fresh. Which is something I think they should have done with Overwatch 2, is to try to make the game more different than its predecessors.
I am indefatigable. Concussion! Fire in the hole! Tired of me yet?
I do agree there that constantly adding new things can lead to overcomplexity in games, which is issues that you see in MMOs that have been running for a long time. That gets feature creep. That's definitely something. Which I might be seeing as the Messiah or a heretic, but that's what I've liked about Pokemon and it removing, is that it's removing of things like Z moves and Dynamax and Mega Evolutions after generation, because it gives you a shiny new thing, but doesn't add more mechanics for you to interact them with. Which, like, yeah, it pisses some people off, but I think in general, it just makes the games flow better, and it makes every game more unique. But for a game like Halo, they really haven't bloated it, because I've played all of them. I've played like, sprint isn't a technical mechanic that's hard to understand, and it does fit into the newer games.
Let's give it a fair shake, mate.
I know, checking in.
Now, do I like boosters in 5? No, I'm not a fan of boosters. They are fun. They're fun to play around with, but they are definitely a bit of a not Halo feeling thing.
I'm going back in.
But I think in 6 they did a good job at adding new things like new weapons, obviously, and new abilities to like use new armor abilities.
Soldier 76 reporting for duty.
Enemy turret ahead.
10 seconds remaining.
All the tails.
But also, it's kind of impossible to avoid feature creep. So, feature creep happens to franchises over time. Just as a game ages, you either stagnate or you keep adding things.
Play of the game.
So, how would you... Yes, growth and change have to happen. So how would you... How would you add things? I guess what I'm trying to say is, how would you add something if you've already kind of added so much? Like, eventually, you either stop and you make a different game, or you keep getting bloated. Unless you have an idea. Because at least the way I'm thinking of it, there's no real way to, like, drain the bloat without, like, going back to basics. Yeah, I think that is one thing that a lot of AAA games fall into the rut of, is that instead of just moving on, finishing the story,
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
let's see, let me choose my character. It's just instead of finishing the story and moving on to a new game with different...
Humanity is shackled.
Okay, I'll play her. Different game with different mechanics and different gameplay styles,
You have nothing
or
to worry.
something like that, they
More field research.
try to stay on something forever because it's cheaper and safer. That's why I don't really like Call of Duty that much, because you played one, you've played them all.
The objective.
On with it.
The objective is now active.
Now, to start anew.
Yeah, so I think eventually Call of Duty needs to, like, either shake things up dramatically, which, like, they've tried to do with things like Ghosts or Advanced Warfare, or like eventually they're going to kind of lose an audience.
The point is vulnerable. Let us take it. Enemy turret is no more.
I've been attacked by a dog. No, making better graphics is not a better game. Generally, a less flashy game, so more basic or rougher around the edges game, usually allows for better creativity because you're allowed to do more with less. Saying less is more. And yes, I played Cold War, and I did quite like Cold War. So like, yes, they are moving, but kinda, how much can you do with a 3-lane based shooter? Like, what?
Great minds are always
You can't really
persecuted.
add much, which is what I'm saying.
There is no challenge I cannot face.
Yeah, no, so, well, they are good for that. I will give them that. They are good nothing games. The older ones are, at least. The newer ones are way too big to be considered a nothing game.
I've dealt with
I think
cynics before.
one way that would be interesting is to remove the step away from that. Well, one, the move away from a yearly release so that you can put more time into games and then merge the 3 dev studios together. I think that would be one thing to help with the stagnation, and to move away from this 20th to 21st century warfare type, because you've kind of already done all the major conflicts. You've done Vietnam, you've done Korea, they've done World War II, they've done all the major ones. There's only so much you can do, so I think moving away and moving to musket-based combat would be a lot more interesting of a game. And while it may be slower, it would also bring people back in.
Oh, we're in the thick of it now.
Nilain Tinton mar the Tinton Bane.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Another setback and all will be lost.
You are right, it would need to be handled very delicately. Because if you portrayed the Union as the good guys, if you play as a Union soldier and you're portrayed as the good guys, then you're going to piss off a lot of people. if you portray the Confederates as what they are. Yeah, no. Sadly, the Civil War is not viewed as black and whitely, quote unquote, or as World War II, where Nazis bad, Allies good. It's viewed a lot more grayly in America, which is their main demographic, so I understand why. But I think if they could actually get a good story writer and portray the conflict as the bloody brother v brother, no one is brother v brother, no one is a good guy conflict that it actually is, then I think they have a really good concept there, and that would get a lot of people to play it, because I would sure as play it. Oh no, definitely any Call of Duty game should have at least 2 historians, like 2 college professor historians or high school teacher historians on staff to be helping write the story. Because, like, yeah, you can have all the military people you want to help write a story, and that's only helpful, but like they kind of forget a lot of context. I have not played the story mode. I mostly play multiplayer. Can you explain what happened? But that wouldn't really surprise me, that they make the US look like the good guys when it's a bit more complicated than that, and Russia like the bad guys, because a lot of Western media has always been making Russia look like this evil blob that needs to be stopped by the axis of good. So, Russian phobia, as it's sometimes called, is a very common thing. Especially post-World War II. It's gotten a lot worse. Oh, okay, I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but I think I may. I'm 100% sure on that. But yeah, that kind of makes sense. Because if I remember correctly, Call of Duty is funded partially by the US Army. So, you gotta get your daily dose of. Yeah. That's what I thought. Gotta get your daily dose of United States propaganda.
Humanity is shackled. I will find the key. Succumb to your end.
Traveling to Dorado. Prepare your defenses.
No, definitely games that. So
Beauty is shackled.
in my college competency class or media literacy class, you cannot create unbiased media. That is,
Don't die on me now. You're one of my finest experiments.
yes, biased games serve purpose. That is completely correct. While you cannot create unbiased media, you can create,
What
you
are you
can
up to,
tell
Moira?
stories
Wouldn't you like to know?
that show as
Bye.
many sides
Contact you later.
as possible. And that is something that a storyteller needs to do when they're making a game, is that they need to make sure that the stories that they are telling are showing all the possible sides. Like, you always have a good guy and a bad guy, but your good guy and bad guy cannot just be blank slates.
Bothersome.
You need to have characters that are not just evil to be evil. Like, even in kids content, you need to have motivations and actual driving forces and actual reasoning and things like that.
Progress is seldom won with ease.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Such grievous wounds. Progress is seldom won with ease.
I want to say there's a game with that concept. Or if not a game, there's at least a film. If I... Okay, yeah, all silent on the Western Front. Well, it doesn't show the Allies' point of view. It shows the point of view of a German during World War I. It is not a point of view talked about, and it shows the horrors and the monstrosities of war. So that is a very similar idea, but I think you're more thinking of a GTA 5 type of idea where you switch between... You actively switch between two characters in an open world style thing, and those two characters, and you do quests or something along those lines to progress story, or in the other guy's case, actively work against his goals.
Busy day.
Enhancing your vitals. I cannot hear you yet.
That's my job.
Because, yeah, that is an issue with games, just in general, and most media, but we're on a discussion of games, is that they show war as a one-sided, clean conflict, when in reality, war is a lot of things.
Bothersome.
There isn't one issue that just starts a conflict. Just the same way when you get mad at someone, it isn't one thing. Socio-political conflicts are a Jenga tower of events that can take years to topple over.
Lending a hand.
Setting out the welcome mat.
Calling in the big guns.
I'm a well-oiled high-power machine.
You will be renewed.
I am restored.
I must recharge. Hold on.
Hot countered. Activating self-destruct sequence.
Double kill.
Running hot. Game on. Let's wipe them out. Sword Harry is here.
I'm overloading.
Come on.
Yeah, Willow, what you said is true, and I know I feel like I'm ignoring your point, but you do make up a good point, is that every decision, even though how small we might feel, is major
Careful, we're
in the grand scheme of things, because you affect someone who affects someone who affects someone. Kevin Bacon, fit 5 degrees of Kevin Bacon. But, yeah. So, in a lot of major studio games that you see the most press about, you don't see games where you're playing as both parties, or you either are playing a third party who doesn't care, or you're playing a first party and you don't see the second party, which is a critical flaw. Because even in Halo, how much I love it, they treat the Covenant as a generic bad guy. I mean, the Covenant should be a lot more in-depth and deep of a character, but it's not. Like, a religious cult founded on a fake belief of technology of people from millions of years ago
Time
is an
again to
incredibly
try.
interesting idea, and is something that, like, is an amazing story to tell, but yet it's treated as they are just wrong, and you're right. Like, in the games, like, I haven't read or watched any non-game media, but you shouldn't need extra media to understand a game's story and the concepts that it portrays. Yes, the best way to write / enjoy a story is to understand the struggle of both sides, because that is That is how you create an in-depth and engaging and memorable story.
Bothersome.
No, that is... Okay. So while you do bring up a good point that not every story needs to be about conflict, because not every game is about conflict, that's the thing. We are solely talking about war simulators, basically. Because you have games like, let me think of my collection right now. I'm thinking of games that I've completed recently enough to remember the story. Can't really think of one. But no, do games need a story where you see both sides? No. I'll just go with this one. In Zero Dawn, because in Zero Dawn,
Traveling to Icon.
no, that is correct. You don't need to understand the story. But that's one thing I've been bringing up, is that a game like Kirby, Mario, those types of games, the story is not front and center. Like, there isn't an overarching story
Let us see to it.
being told throughout the game, or a narrative. You're going through level by level, and you see some, like, what is it called? I forget what it's called, but it's environmental storytelling. You do see environmental storytelling, but in games like Call of Duty, Halo, Battlefield, I haven't played Battlefield, so I can't talk about Battlefield, but Halo, Call of Duty, and GTA, for example, even though it does tell great stories, they try to be gripping stories. They try to be in-depth stories that try to get you in and tell a story about a set conflict. Also, that is called an inciting incident, just in case you want to know. If you are ever taking our discussion here and actually doing an essay on it. That is a very important talking point in the media that we consume, is how in the media we consume, how are the stories being told? And are these stories and how they're being told, what view are they being slanted towards? And how many stories tell towards this slanted view?
Try to do that right in my face. You deserve what you got.
Because an example would be how many... Okay, so here's an example using war, since how many movies depicting World War II have you seen about the Western Front? No, wait. I'm trying to remember a compass. I'm gonna make this point quick. How many war movies have you seen on the German World War II movies have you seen on the German-French lines featuring French and British troops fighting Germans? And your position is seen in the view of a British or English troop, British or an American troop, and it portrays the Nazis as big, brooding bad guys that need to be stopped at all costs. We don't see many other points of views of that conflict, and we don't see many other, like, ideas. Like, no, I'm not trying to say we need to show the Nazis as good guys, but we don't see other ideas or reasons for people to be doing what they are, and we only see motivation for Americans, and even the Americans' motivation for a lot of these films is just explained as Nazis bad, we good, we fight Nazis. Yes, that is an amazing point, Willow. Is that at least once in the movie, even if it is towards the end of the movie, because if for a narrative reason, like you're watching a horror thriller, a murder mystery, and explaining the murderer's motives beforehand in the situation doesn't make sense, you should explain the villains or the opposition's point of view or reason why they're doing something, so that the story isn't just, we have villain A, hate villain A.
I like your mask. I said I like your mask, dude.
I mean, yes, in a most basic way, that wouldn't even be a good story, because you'd need an inciting incident. Because if the main motivation for our main characters is, let's go beat up this guy, he looked at us funny, then no one's gonna like the heroes, and that's probably gonna be a bad movie. But if our inciting incident is let's go beat up this guy, he hit our friend with a car while drunk driving, or he beat up our friend because of X or Y, then that is a more interesting story, and that is going to be more engaging while still showing that there are multiple sides of a story. And I mean, an example being, there are 3 sides of a story: my side, your side, and the truth. Yes, it is a great saying and should be applied to any form of storytelling, because now this is not the rule, this is an exception, because you can have good stories where it is only, like the saying says, my side, but those have to be done very delicately. Those take a lot of, like, those are not easy to tell stories, if that makes sense. Because here's an example of where it is only one side. In a story like... I'm trying to think. I haven't watched American Psycho. I need to watch American Psycho. I'm 90% sure. I haven't watched 300, but what I know of 300, yes, 300 would count as a story where it is told from my side and not any other side. Because, okay, so now you've got my cogs work spinning and stuff. So when a story is told from my side, you cannot give any character motivation. And you can't portray the characters as goofing doofuses. Like, they need to be shown not as doofuses, but just shown with no knowledge of why. Also, if you've ever watched Sparta, that would be another example of it only showing one side. But even then, Sparta is not a very complex movie. But it does show some other angles, and it does show... Yeah. I've not watched Sparta in a while, so I need to rewatch it. rewatch it to make this kind of point.
Time to get clever.
I've not watched all of Owl House. I've only watched the first season. So, I'm not all the way caught up, and they may fix this in the second season. But that is... Oh, it's definitely worth the watch. It's wonderful. But, so this won't be a spoiler, but if you know the show, you know the show, so I can explain it. So, this should be spoiler free, no warning though. But in the first season,
The Kitsune got you.
so in the first season, we really only see it from the main character's point of view. Like, we do see some other point of views with, what's-her-face's love interest. So, like, we do see other points of sides of the villain. So, that is definitely a good point. But I would need to watch the second season to get a complete, like, analysis of what you're saying. But I think the second season does go more in-depth into our villains. Because the first season, there isn't really much of a villain threat. To tell a story around where that type of storytelling, because
Traveling to Dorado. Prepare to attack.
I assume so.
I like her mask.
I do not know the behind the scenes of the Owl House. I
I
have
said I like her
not
mask,
looked
dude.
into it that much. But I do know that there was a lot of issues with the creation of it and the cast and the creators' visions not being met. Oh, I need to stretch my arms.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commence. Escort the field.
But you also don't need a deep villain for a story to be good. Because that is one thing. In some games, you simply have in some stories, this is no longer about games, this argument is about anything at this point, just stories in general. You do not need a solid villain. You simply need something realistic to the characters, even in our brief understanding, for them to be a motivator. Because in an example, in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, if you've ever watched that, at least in my viewing of it and how I saw it, there really wasn't a villain. There was only a motivator for all the characters.
We got
Guess I'm back.
Oh no, completely. In my media watching history, there are two types of stories. Okay, let me kill this guy off. Okay, there we go. There are two types of stories. There is a scavenger hunt, basically, where the characters go on a kind of road trip style event and go hunting for something.
Let me balance you out.
Or you have a villain hunt, or a quest to defeat a villain or an enemy or something like that, interrupted by villains. So it's a bit more complex. You can't have bleed over, but that's generally what you have.
Is within my
So, yes, you can have stories motivated by our protagonists. So,
Let's move this thing.
There they are. Get ready.
thank you so much for having such a correct. That did happen.
Oh, come on.
And yes, those are the three main ways of moving characters through stories. I think that's definitely a better way of describing what I was trying to say. Also, did Overwatch 2 really launch, or are we just playing Overwatch 1.5? You know what? If I'm in a simulation, I'm not waking up. Because I don't want to see what the real world... I don't want to see what the real world is like anymore, so... Wake me up before you go. And Overwatch 1 and 3/4. I would not give it 3/4. It's barely even... It's barely even that. Bro, you think we're player-controlled characters? Nah, we're NPCs. You can't, it's permanent. It won't delete for 4 days until the VOD's deleted. You're lucky I don't have chat up on screen. Well, luckily, nothing that you really type is going to be saved. Only general me summarizing it into a VOD that I upload to YouTube.
Play of the game.
Surrender to my will.
Also, you're like, what, 15? You're not going to become obese. You're 15. Okay, yeah, you're 14, okay? You're fine. You're literally growing. That's what happens. Eat your food when you're hungry, and your body will stop. That's what happens when you're going through puberty. I have no clue what that means, but go off. And yes, puberty is gross, but it happens.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, that's probably one reason why you're having weight problems, is that you're not eating healthily. You're eating a lot more carb food instead of eating a lot less carby food. You want to eat a lot less fat and carbs, and you want to go for fiber, vitamins, and all that fun junk.
Leave a broken world behind.
Someone needs to fill this out.
She's gonna blow.
5,
Oh, wait, no, this is Overwatch 2. They added a lighting effect.
1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Restart.
What are you talking about? The M4 Sherman's like only, what, 100 years old?
You don't know when to quit.
That was like a year ago.
Eyes sharp this time.
My grandma's... She's 96 right now. This is at 4 years.
Keep that in mind.
My grandmother's older than that. Get wrecked. Oh, damn. We are all off. Well, change our username. You can do that. Wow, am I that boring that I can't even get you to stay? What a shame.
Not exactly what I expected.
Or is it your bedtime and you need to go to sleep because you're a freshman in college? Because you're a freshman in high school. Is it bedtime?
Eyes sharp this time.
The little baby freshman. Hey, guess what? There's a pool on top of the roof. Oh my god, you have a sophomore friend? Oh my god, that's so cool. So happy for you. Oh my god, and a senior?
Eyes sharp
Let me
this
see,
time.
my friends have all graduated high school. You're one of the big kids now, aren't ya? Okay, see ya. I finished high school and now I'm in college. Also, we are at 98%. If we do not hold this, if we let go, we are fucked.
I've got you in my sights.
You know what? Call me a nerd all you want, but who's been watching me play Overwatch for the past 2 hours? No, no, no! This is the second time this has happened.
Score 0-1.
You know what? You've been watching me play Overwatch for the past around 2 hours, let's say. At least one.
You on a wanted poster with a cute guy.
Tell me you don't mean Cassidy.
You see, so am I really the nerd? Or are you the bigger nerd? Because you're playing Fortnite without me. And aren't you like a senior? And also, Willow, aren't you a senior? Or something like, you're basically an adult. At least I assume you are.
Not exactly expect.
Me, a nerd? No. I just really enjoy storytelling and creating stories and worlds in my mind, and I want them to have complete and full narratives surrounding the ideas and complications of humanity so that the characters do not seem one-stop shops of notes simply for me to write off that I am a nerd and don't understand how people work. Me? No. Wouldn't be me. No. Also, yeah, you're a senior. So, like, you're an adult, basically.
Eyes sharp this time.
Nerd rambling? Me? I would never nerd ramble. You know, I find it presumptuous that you think I would nerd ramble about something, because nerds don't ramble. They actually talk on endlessly that sounds smart, because they actually feel incompetent in their knowledge of things because they always get one up by someone or get told to shut up, so they make them feel stupid. I am not a nerd because I don't do that. I am actually knowledgeable in all the subjects I talk about to a surface level to deeper, because I actually know things. So maybe if you actually stayed quiet and stayed in your lane, senior, high school senior, you would actually know a thing or two. You know what, I'll have you know, I graduated top of my class in the US Navy SEALs. I have the most confirmed kills of any sniper in the United States military. I could wipe you off the face of this earth if I wanted to. And you dare getting angry about knowledge. Okay, we're gonna go to about 3 hours and then call it for the night.
Now entering King's Row. Prepare to attack.
Yes, I did see Hazel's message, and yeah, everyone says my voice is amazing. I don't agree, but go off. Oh! Earlier, when they were on Dysphoria. No. I did not see that.
Mental bearing.
I haven't really been checking Discord
Is a sign of a mature
too
warrior.
much. Thank you.
4,
Thank you, Willow. And my voice is not.
attack commencing.
Um,
Capture objective A.
Time to set our plan in motion.
shut up. L plus ratio plus cope. If anyone says my voice is nice again, I'm going to ban you from chat.